Yo, Benny Blanco from the Bronx, Carbon White. I am right back with another video, and this one is a basketball video. What has been happening on the basketball scene? What is it that you have not seen? And what are you expecting to see going forward? So we have a number of things to touch on, not necessarily going in depth, but just a highlight of what has been happening, what is cooking. Yes, especially first of all on the local scene, and then just looking at basketball all around and just getting to see what we have in store. Yeah, so for you basketball fans out there, this one is for you, and we hope to keep doing more and more of this in different sports. Of course, we have done bits regarding football, of course taking advantage of the CHAN championships that was here. So we are also here again for basketball, and yes, we have touched on a bit about it in the course of doing content around here, but we of course expect to do a bit more. Yeah, so any suggestions that you have, any talking points that you'd want us to address in this space, if you want to come on and give your own views about it, whichever opinion that you have, we can also share here. And if you ever want to also give your opinion or collaborate on anything basketball, you let me know. Yeah, and we grow together. So of course, as you're seeing, as you're trying to grow, we have basketball around us. Of course, you know which team I represent, but of course I'm a lover of basketball as a sport in general. So, and I know even with you out there, even if you're a basketball lover all round, there's a team that you support. So for me, I represent the Nairobi City Thunder. So but City Thunder isn't the only basketball team out there. So to you who supports any other team, we hope for the best for your team. So even just off the jump, if you're following the Kenya Basketball Premier League, you know that we are in the playoffs, and of course one team has already secured its spot in the finals, especially for the men's basketball team. For the men's league, Premier League, in Nairobi City Thunder, and also for the women's, the Zitec has secured their spot in the final. And for this final berth that is going to happen for the men's side, the KPA Dockers and the Ulinzi Warriors are going to face off at Makande Gymnasium in Mombasa to get to see who will face off with the Nairobi City Thunder in the finals. So if you haven't been following, or even if you have been following, you know that Nairobi City Thunder cruised through to the finals through a sweep of the Umoja team. And okay, by we saying that it was a sweep, it was by no means an easy matchup, an easy series for the Nairobi City Thunder. But I know for most people you'd expect probably Nairobi City Thunder were favorites to cruise through, but the Umoja guys really gave them a run for their money, because now, okay, looking at it from this standpoint, that Nairobi City Thunder won by 79-66 in the third playoff game, which of course in the Kenya Basketball Premier League, it's usually the first to three, and Nairobi City Thunder came out 3-0 winners in this one. Of course, the man of the match being grabbed by one Ding, who I think when the match was starting off, Ulinzi, we'll talk about Ulinzi in a bit. The Umoja guys came out blazing, with buckets, but then it's like Ding took it personal with some clutch 3-pointers back to back. Not necessarily. There were some 3-pointers that came on back to back from the Nairobi City Thunder side, and of course, a man like Ongechi also coming in clutch at some point. I think for me, he was the standout player, and you can imagine just the two of them, Ding and Ongechi, putting up a good show for the Thunder guys. And you have a plethora of players who on their day they can grab the game by the scruff of the neck. So it was really a powerful display by those guys. But also now for the Umoja guys, it was also a team that, for me personally, I felt like they fought to have a win. And some of the people within this space were just talking about Umoja just being able to grab one victory. Remember that the Nairobi City Thunder are unbeaten again, so it was more like, can they just grab a point? Not a point really, grab a game in this series. But it turned out to be a clean sweep. 3-0 winners in Nairobi City Thunder. So they take game 3 and head into the finals. So they are waiting on to see who wins the game between the Ulinzi Warriors and the KPA Dockers. So one player in Victor Bosire, there was this amazing play that he was just, I don't know, displaying his handles, and then shot. And then one of the things that stood out for me is that some of these plays that you see, it's not like you see a lucky shot or something. It's like someone who is seasoned to do these things. And I think even just post-match interview, and if you want especially to see any basketball highlights, I'd recommend B+ Sports on YouTube. Just go back and see the entire live stream of the matches, and also within the teams that are playing in the Premier League, some of them stream their games live on YouTube. So big up to B+ Sports and all the teams that showcase their matches on for the fans to see. Yeah, so that's that on the Umoja versus